Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam.
Wa rahmatullahi. Very good. Bismillah wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Inshallah, today is your first day of many days to come, where we're going to try to learn something about the language of the Quran. And it's really important that when we start a class or try to learn anything about the Quran, that we remind ourselves of the most important thing first. And the most important thing is our intention. Why are we trying to learn the Arabic language? Number one, it is because Allah chose this language to send His last message to people, the Quran. And like you read lots of books, storybooks in school, and textbooks and things like that, right? And they're important for you to study because you have an exam coming. Well, all human beings are in a test. All of us are in a test, and that test is going to be judged, and the grades will be given on the Day of Judgment. And in order for us to do well on this test, we have to know our book, just like you would in any test. And our book is the Quran. So we first of all have to make the intention that we're learning this so we can really remember Allah and pass that test on the Day of Judgment. If we make that intention, then Allah will make the Quran easy for us to remember. Okay? Allah will make the Quran easy for us to remember. Now I'm going to write something on the screen, and I'm going to ask you to try to recite it to me, okay? What does it say?
Wa.
Good.
Walaqad.
Good.
Walaqad yassarta.
Yassarta.
Yassarna.
Very good.
Okay. Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana.
وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ
Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana.
لِلذِّكْرِ. The ayah goes on, but I just want you to recite that with me 3 times, okay? وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. Say it.
Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana lidhikri.
وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ.
Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana lidhikri.
Very good. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ.
Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana lidhikri.
Okay, I'm not going to describe it to you word by word, but what this means, this is something Allah says in the Quran, and from today on, I'm going to have to ask you to remember this.
Okay.
I'll ask you, what does Allah say? This is Allah's promise to all Muslims who want to learn anything about the Quran. This is what Allah promised in the Quran itself. And it's really important for you as a student of the Quran, and therefore a student of Arabic because you're a student of the Quran, to know this promise of Allah. Let me tell you what it means. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. Can you say it one more time before I tell you?
Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana lidhikri.
Very good. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ means we swear, Allah swears or promises that He definitely already made the Quran easy for people who want to remember, for remembrance, in order to remember. We definitely really made the Quran easy for remembrance. So we want to, for someone who wants to remember Allah, Allah made it easy for them. It also means Allah made it easy for the Quran to be memorized. That's why if you remember this promise of Allah, and you remind yourself of Allah's promise, and it's like, before you start any class, you turn back to Allah, and I used to do this when I was studying Arabic. Ya Allah, you promised in the Quran you'd make it easy, make this lesson easy for me. Okay? Because a teacher can try to make a lesson easy, and a student can be really smart and they can see if they can get the lesson and understand it, right? But at the end of the day, all of that doesn't mean that the lesson or what you learn is going to be easy or you'll remember it. Allah Himself says, we're the ones who made it easy. In other words, it's not me who made it easy. It's not you because you're smart or not smart that gets it easy. It's not because of what kind of computer we're using or handwriting. None of that matters. What matters is Allah Himself made it easy. Is that clear to you?
Yes.
How do you say we made the Quran easy to remember?
Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana lidhikri.
Say it 3 times quickly.
Walaqad yassarna al-Qur'ana lidhikri.
One more time.
Okay. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ.
Let's see if you remember.
وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ.
Very good. That's your first lesson. وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. Probably the most important lesson. When we learn more and more and more, inshallah, things are going to feel like they're getting hard. It's going to feel like that. But that's the time where you have to remember what? What do you have to remember? I don't remember. I don't know anything.
وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ.
Very good. That's the time you have to remind yourself, Ya Allah, you are the one who said, وَلَقَدْ يَسَّرْنَا الْقُرْآنَ لِلذِّكْرِ. One last bit of advice, and inshallah ta'ala from tomorrow on, we're going to start our lessons, tiny little lessons every day. And I'll give you your binder, and those of you that are watching the video, you're going to see the information there of how to get the PDF and the document, so you can print your own and follow along, okay? But once we do start, inshallah, it's going to be really important for you to recite this to yourself and make a dua to Allah to make this easy for you. Okay? It's going to be really, really important that you do that, because it's going to help you in your entire life when you study the Quran. Okay? Alright, so with that, inshallah ta'ala, we're going to conclude our first little tiny mini session. Barakallahu li wa laki fil Quran al-Hakim wa lakum fil Quran al-Hakim wa nafa'ni wa iyyakum bil ayati wa dhikr al-Hakim. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.